And welcome to Coach's Comments, presented by Southside Auto Tech. Cristiano Simonetta with you, alongside Stars head coach and GM Cody Chupp. Hopefully you could hear us out there, Stars fans, an auction going on for the Waterloo Blackhawks. So, Cody, it's a win for your team over the Blackhawks. You take 3 points out of 4, but let's go back, and we'll talk about the third period as an entirety. But to start, it's a 2-1 game heading into the third, a situation you guys were in last night. You gave up the lead. So what changed for your club? The due diligence to be able to stick with the program after a disallowed goal. You put up 3 goals in under 6 minutes.
Yeah, I think it says a lot to the group and the conversation we had last night after the game, and I spoke about it on the air, talking about how our approach has to be exactly the same. We have to continue to do things the right way, and we can't change who we are, and we can't change our approach and try something new. The same approach we had last night, we just want to grow it or build on it and get better at it. And I think it speaks to our group. We find ourselves in the same situation, and they perform like that in the third period. Not only to start the period, but as we start to talk about the latter half of the period, they were just as impressive as a group to me.
Waterloo had killed 86 of 90 penalties tonight. I think they'd only allowed 2 goals on the power play in this building all season long. You put up 2 power play goals in 2 opportunities. How much of a joyous occasion was that for your guys? Because you've worked hard over the past 5 games. The zone time has been there. You're rewarded with a goal from Christian Sarlo and Brad Morrissey. He just continues to score 6 goals in his last 6.
Yeah, it's always good to be rewarded, right? And we've talked about it, how we're generating chances, and I think the power play goals like that sometimes, where you sustain a bunch of in-zone time, you create a bunch of chances, and pucks just don't go in. And for me, the power play is the same as our 5-on-5 game. If we try to change what we're doing that's giving us success, it makes things a lot more difficult on us. For us, it's about bearing down in those areas, delivering more pucks to the net, and then being strong and hard in the 5-10 feet in front of the net front. To have success in the power play is a product of the consistency in our approach, I think, and obviously Brad is fantastic. Like he's a hockey player, and I really don't know a better way to describe him, but he's getting him back into our lineup's been a really nice boost for us, not only offensively, but what he brings on the kill, what he brings 5-on-5, what he brings in the face-off circle on his own end. It's been great to have him back.
And speaking of that kill, you guys were forced to kill off a 5-on-3, but it was a 6-on-3 because Waterloo pulled their goaltender for the 6th attacker. Before that, Jake Musatelli gets tossed for a 5-minute match penalty for spearing. What's the message to your players? Because your goaltender's getting sent off, Ryan McKinchak's going in, and Mac had to make 3 or 4 stops, one that stands out at the left point a shot, and he makes a great glove save, no rebound. But your thoughts on that 3-man penalty kill? And then even they scored a goal, sure, on the 6-on-4, but great work from your guys to keep them to the perimeter to make sure that they only got 1 goal instead of 2 or 3.
Yeah, you're in Waterloo, and things happen here, and what I would say is an official that is that emotional throughout the course of the game, both ways. I mean, screaming at players is it's a hard one for me. I think that we're better than that as a league, and we need to show ourselves as better than that. But I think he got a little bit emotional. They got a little bit emotional. We got a little bit emotional. But what I liked about it is that emotion and the intensity of the game didn't deter us or didn't distract us from our job at hand and how we were going to accomplish that job. And despite our power play having success tonight, our kill is the story. And in that, both of our goaltenders, there's nothing like just easing into a game for Mac. He comes in and he's immediately getting shelled. So a huge, even though limited, but a huge performance by him. And Mike's, he's fantastic on the kill, and our percentage to me isn't indicative of the amount of work and the thought that goes into that kill. And like I said, special teams are a little bit of a roller coaster ride at times. You can do everything right and get scored on the penalty kill, or you can do everything wrong and be at 100%. So tonight we got the kills when we needed them. We got the power play goals when we needed them. But, we stuck to the process as a group, and that's everybody in our 5-on-5 game.
One last question for you, Cody. You said things happen in Waterloo. Well, you were here in the 2005-06 season, 42 points in 57 games. Of course, I've got to add 95 penalty minutes. How special is it for you to come back to this city? And the weekend that your team had obviously had to put the nice cherry on top for it.
Yeah, I loved my time in Waterloo as a player. And, I'll tell anybody this, that to me that was really my year in Waterloo was what allowed me to play professional hockey, and the confidence that I found in my game, and really having an opportunity to be good in this league, fuels that confidence going into college. So I have nothing but fond memories of my time here. But at the same time, there might not be a building in the league that I find more joy in winning in than this building. So I'm proud of the group. We wanted 4 points. I think we played well enough for 4 points, but we're pleased with our weekend.
Thank you so much, Cody. That was Coach's comments presented by Southside Auto Tech. Stars win 5-3 over the Waterloo Blackhawks. They take 3 points out of 4 against the best team in the Western Conference. Stars will be back in action next Friday and Saturday against the Des Moines Buccaneers at the Icebox. We'll see you then.